Picture this because almost everyone has lived this moment. You sit down at your desk, ready to tackle that big, important project. The one that could genuinely change your life, maybe launch your career, or finally get that passion project off the ground. Your phone is right there, just within reach. As you stare at the screen, your mind starts to feel heavy, almost foggy. The task suddenly feels immense, like a mountain you have to climb. And that's when it happens. You pause. You tell yourself it's just for a second. You glance at your phone, check a quick message, maybe open a social media app. I'll get right back to it in a minute, you promise. But that minute stretches into 10, then 30, then an hour. And slowly, almost without noticing, you've run away from the work. Not physically, of course. You're still sitting at your desk, but mentally you've checked out. Welcome to the silent habit that keeps most people stuck, living lives far below their potential. This is the story of why we run from hard work, and what happens when we finally decide to stop. This story is for anyone who feels busy all day long but knows deep down they're avoiding the one or two things that would actually move their life forward in a meaningful way. Hard work is a strange thing. It's not loud or flashy. It doesn't announce its arrival with a burst of excitement. Most of the time, hard work feels incredibly uncomfortable. It's quiet, it's solitary, and it's often frustrating. And that's precisely why we run from it. We don't run because we're inherently lazy. We run because hard work holds up a mirror. It exposes us. It shines a bright light on what we don't know yet, where our skills are weak, and where our knowledge has gaps. It exposes the raw, terrifying possibility of failure. Facing that can feel overwhelming, so what do we do instead? We choose comfort, but we cleverly disguise it as productivity. It's a brilliant trick our minds play on us. We clean the entire house when we should be writing that first chapter. We spend hours creating the perfect color-coded plan when we should be making the first sales call. We fall into a rabbit hole of research, watching endless tutorials when we should be practicing the actual skill. All of these activities feel responsible. They feel productive. They make us feel safe. But let's be honest with ourselves. It's avoidance. It's a sophisticated form of procrastination designed to protect our ego from the discomfort of real effort. We get the satisfaction of ticking things off a to-do list, but the most important item remains untouched. Here's a difficult truth that most people never fully accept. Hard work is the price of self-respect. It's the currency of confidence. Every single time you choose to avoid that difficult task, a small part of you is watching, and that part of you takes note. Your confidence doesn't plummet because you tried and failed. It slowly erodes because you didn't even try. Your self-belief begins to fade, not from a big defeat, but from 1,000 small retreats. You start trusting yourself less and less. And over a long enough timeline, this pattern of avoidance calcifies into an identity. You start telling yourself stories. I'm just not a disciplined person. I'm not feeling motivated right now. I work better under pressure, so I'll wait until the deadline is closer. These are not truths. They are excuses. They are walls we build to protect our comfort zone, but they end up becoming our prison. Think about it. Hard work doesn't offer a golden ticket to success. There are no guarantees, but avoiding it? That guarantees one thing: regret. It guarantees that you'll look back one day and wonder, what if? What if I had just sat down and done the work? What if I had faced the discomfort? Now, look around at the people you genuinely admire. The artists, the entrepreneurs, the athletes, the leaders. They aren't superhuman. They didn't just wake up one day filled with unshakable confidence and discipline. They earned it. They forged it in the quiet, unglamorous hours when no one was watching. They showed up when they were tired. They pushed through the fog of self-doubt. They stayed with the problem when quitting felt like the easiest and most logical option. They chose the hard path again and again. That's because hard work builds something far more valuable and enduring than just results. It builds character. It strengthens your resolve. And your character fundamentally changes how you see yourself. It rewires your brain to believe that you are the kind of person who can do difficult things. Once you truly stop running, something remarkable happens. The work itself doesn't necessarily get easier. The challenges are still there. But you get stronger. The internal resistance that used to scream at you to stop begins to quiet down. Your ability to focus sharpens. You start to build momentum, and that momentum creates a positive feedback loop. This doesn't happen because you waited for the perfect moment of inspiration. It happens because you chose to act anyway, in spite of the lack of motivation. At its core, hard work is uncomfortable at first because it demands radical honesty. It strips away all the excuses and asks you one simple, profound question. Are you willing to become the person this challenge requires you to be? This is the real barrier. Most people will say they want success. Who wouldn't? But very few truly want the process. They don't want the messy, frustrating, uncertain journey that leads to success. But here's the secret. The process is the point. The person you become while striving for the goal is the real prize. The discipline, the resilience, the self-respect, that's the treasure. So if you're tired of feeling like you're constantly behind, if you're exhausted from starting over again and again, if you're haunted by the quiet nagging feeling that you are capable of so much more, my advice is simple. Stop running. The next time you feel that pull to escape, to check your phone, to do something easy, just pause. Acknowledge the feeling, and then gently turn your attention back to the task. Sit with the discomfort, allow it to be there. Do the work, even if you do it badly at first. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Just show up. Show up even when your mind is screaming at you to run away. Because one day, you'll look back and realize something incredibly powerful. You didn't become successful because your life magically got easier. You became successful because you got stronger. You became successful because you finally stopped avoiding the hard parts. If this story resonated with you, do yourself a favor and subscribe. We're here to share ideas and stories that remind you that all meaningful growth comes from facing discomfort, not escaping from it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.